Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. We'll start with the top story. India's Prime Minister inaugurated the three-day Rising Rajasthan Global Investment Summit 2024 at Jaipur Exhibition and Convention Centre on Monday. PM also inaugurated the Rajasthan Global Business Expo, where over 5,000 business leaders, investors, delegates and participants attended the event. At the launch of the exhibition, PM Modi interacted with artisans and craftsmen in Jaipur. Upon his arrival, PM Modi was felicitated by Rajasthan Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma at the Rising Rajasthan Global Investment Summit 2024. Addressing the gathering, PM Modi said that India has achieved success in every sector through the mantra of reform, perform and transform, and became world's fifth largest economy. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi also launched an investment scheme for women, the Bima Sakhi Yojana in Panipat in the North Indian state of Haryana. This initiative is designed to empower women aged 18 to 70 years. PM Modi addressed the gathering, said that women power will become a huge base for developed India. During the ongoing winter session of the Parliament of India in the upper house, also called Rajya Sabha, Pankaj Chaudhary moved the Banking Laws Amendment Bill 2024 on behalf of Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman for consideration and passing. Lok Sabha, or the lower house, was adjourned multiple times amid heavy sloganeering by the opposition. Both houses were adjourned for the day to reconvene on Tuesday. The India Internet Governance Forum 2024, themed Innovating Internet Governance for India, is underway at Bharat Mandapam. The event brings together policymakers, industry leaders and experts to discuss the evolving landscape of internet governance in India. Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology Jitin Prasad highlighted India's strides in fostering innovation, cybersecurity and e-commerce. Experts at the forum engaged in panel discussions and workshops on topics such as data sovereignty, AI ethics and digital inclusion, with a focus on creating a resilient and inclusive digital economy. In a span of less than 2 months of its launch, enrollment for the Ayushman Vay Vandana card has reached the milestone of 25 lakh. The card provides 5 lakh rupees free health cover to all Indian senior citizens above the age of 70. BJP MLA Rahul Narvekar has been elected as the Speaker of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly on Monday. He will take charge of the State Assembly for a second consecutive term as the Speaker. Over 40 schools in India's capital Delhi received bomb threats via email demanding a ransom of $30,000. Police said they found nothing suspicious. The Noida International Airport, also known as Jewar Airport, conducted its first flight validation test on Monday. Commercial flights to start from the Jewar Airport from April 2025. SpiceJet Q400 aircraft operating from Delhi to Shillong was diverted to Patna when a windshield crack was observed. Passengers were deplaned normally. A bomb disposal squad defused an IED detected by security forces at Jammu and Kashmir Srinagar Baramulla National Highway on Monday. Investigation has been set into motion after the diffusion. 4 foreigners have been detained from a boat approximately 46 nautical miles off the Tamil Nadu coast. 4 children and 1 woman were rescued after a massive fire broke out in a plastic factory in central India's Madhya Pradesh city Gwalior on Sunday night. At close, India's indices Sensex slides 200 points and settle at 81,500. India's indices Nifty dipped 58 points to 24,619. Indian rupee dropped 7 paise to close at 84.73 against US dollar on Monday. Gold futures maturing on February 5 stood at rupees 76,950 per 10 grams on the multi-commodity index. Silver futures maturing on 5th March stood at rupees 93,000 per kg on the MCX. Most valuable cryptocurrency Bitcoin on Monday registered a 24-hour loss of 0.20% and stood at $99,498.34. Amid political turmoil, South Korean shares dropped almost 3% on Monday to close at their lowest level since November 2023. Crude oil prices slightly increased on Monday due to rising tensions in the Middle East. The Brent crude moved to $71.34 per barrel. At the Central Economic Work Conference in Beijing, China's top leadership, including President Xi Jinping, called for a relaxed monetary policy in 2025. German government bond yields fell on Monday after recording their first weekly rise on Friday. Germany's 10-year yield fell 2.5 basis points to 2.09%. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is in Bahrain and will co-chair the 4th India-Bahrain High Joint Commission with Foreign Minister of Bahrain Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani in Manama on Monday. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is on a visit to Moscow where he will commission the Indian Navy's latest multi-role stealth guided missile frigate INS Tushil on Monday. Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri is in Dhaka where he met his Bangladeshi counterpart Jashim Uddin at the State Guest House Padma on Monday. President Bashar al-Assad fled Syria as Islamist-led rebels swept into Damascus on Sunday. Assad and his family are in Moscow and have been granted asylum on humanitarian grounds. Residents shared in the streets as the rebel factions heralded the departure of Assad, saying that the city of Damascus is free. Syrian rebel commander Abu Muhammad al-Golani was greeted by cheering crowds on Sunday as he entered Damascus' historic Umayyad Mosque. In a statement released on Monday, India's Ministry of External Affairs stated that India is monitoring the situation in Syria and the Indian Embassy in Damascus is in contact with the Indian community for their safety and security. US President Joe Biden on Sunday said deposed Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad should be held accountable, but called the nation's political unrest a historic opportunity for Syrians to rebuild their country. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer also welcomed the end of President Bashar al-Assad's regime, emphasizing that it was important to find a political way forward. The UN Security Council is expected to convene on Monday afternoon for an emergency closed-door meeting regarding Syria in the aftermath of President Bashar al-Assad fleeing the country. French President Emmanuel Macron met with US President-elect Donald Trump, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the reopening ceremony of Notre Dame in Paris. After talks with Trump, Zelensky said Kyiv needed an enduring peace to protect it from Russia. Trump said he plans to take executive action to end birthright citizenship on the first day in office. Birthright citizenship is conferred on anyone who is born in the US, irrespective of the parent's immigration status. The Israeli Broadcasting Authority reported Sunday that the two sides are close to finalizing a deal that would include a 2-month ceasefire. The Ukrainian Air Force said on Monday that in an overnight strike, Russia launched 2 Kh-59-69 cruise missiles and 37 drones. Ukraine downed both missiles and 18 out of 37 drones. South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol survived an impeachment vote over his brief declaration of martial law, but his party say they will seek his resignation. Hundreds of doctors in South Korea staged a rally near the Seoul University Hospital calling on President Yoon Suk-yeol to step down. Taiwan's Coast Guard on Monday released video showing 7 Chinese Coast Guard ships carrying out gray zone harassment against Taiwan. The ships were identified as Chinese Coast Guard vessels 2901 and 1301. The Romanian Constitutional Court annulled the results of the first round of the presidential election led by anti-NATO pro-Russian independent candidate Calin Georgescu. The government must now schedule a new election date. In Georgia, thousands of pro-Europe protesters rally against the government's decision to shelve European Union accession talks, marking the 11th consecutive day of demonstrations amid a post-election crisis. Dutch authorities on Sunday said they believed an explosion and inferno that caused an apartment block to collapse, killing at least 5 people, was a criminal act. We are slipping into a very short break. On the other side, more stories. Keep watching Express News.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy, always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the economic brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. Cold waves brought heavy snowfall in several mountainous regions in East China's Anhui province and the southwest Sichuan province. European Union's Copernicus Climate Change Service has confirmed that the year 2024 will rank as the world's warmest since records began. Scientists of Copernicus Climate Change Service predicted that near record average global temperatures will continue into the first months of 2025. Most of the high mountainous districts in Nepal have witnessed first snowfall of the season. As of Monday, snow measuring 3 inches has been piled up in Simikot. Farmers of Nepal's highlands were euphoric even with late snowfall, this time as expected to better results to their crop yields. The air quality index touched a peak of 305 in Bangladesh's capital Dhaka on Monday. It marked under the hazardous category and posing a grave health threat. Air quality in India's national capital Delhi remained in poor category, with thin layer of smog covering parts of metropolitan city and limiting visibility. Several areas in Delhi NCR received rains on Sunday. The Indian Met Department has predicted cold wave with drop in temperature in the region. Major drop in mercury recorded in Kashmir Valley after the fresh snowfall on Sunday. Heavy snowfall in Jammu and Kashmir also disturbed the traffic system. Shimla received fresh spell of snowfall as mercury dips with onset of winter. The Met Department issued a yellow warning at isolated places in Himachal Pradesh. A volcano in the central Philippines erupted on Monday, sending a column of ash up to 3,000 meters into the sky. Government evacuated the people living near the volcano. Newly restored Notre Dame Cathedral held its first Mass on Sunday. The Archbishop led prayers and consecrated a new altar which replaced the old one that was destroyed 5 years ago. After the Mass, a buffet was held for disadvantaged people. The cathedral will open fully to visitors on December 16 via an online reservation system. In China, a giant panda captured by infrared camera at Panda National Parks in Sichuan province. The footage showed as panda leaned on a tree and shrugged snow off its furry body. The giant panda national park spans 22,000 square kilometers and stretches across 3 provinces: Sichuan, Shanxi and Gansu. Chinese researchers have developed a biodegradable foam that is capable of removing 99.8% of microplastics in water that adversely affect health. Small plastic particles in water have become one of the most concerning consumed pollutants due to their pervasive presence in water sources. Residents of Guatemala City kicked off the Christmas season on Saturday by celebrating a centuries-old Christian tradition known as the burning of the devil. Every year on December 7, Guatemalans build bonfires to burn effigies of the devil as well as household junk in a symbol of purification. Tourists from across Mexico are drawn to the Tlalpujahua town to purchase beautiful traditional glass-blown ornaments. Since 1960, town is leading in handcrafted ornaments. US President Joe Biden hosted Kennedy Center honorees at the White House on Sunday. Celebrities, cultural icons and a few surprise guests took part in the event. The John F. Kennedy Center for Performing Arts selected the 47th honorees for lifetime artistic achievements. The Kennedy Center honored Harlem's famed Apollo Theater. Hundreds of inline skaters from around the globe participated on Sunday in the 4th edition of Havana Skate Marathon. The world's best skaters made a 42-kilometer run along the iconic Malecon Promenade and avenues of the historic center of the Cuban capital. Britain's King Charles and his wife Queen Camilla released an image that will feature on this year's Royal Christmas card. The image shows the smiling couple posing together in Buckingham Palace garden, standing in front of a floral backdrop. Rapper Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs were named in a new civil lawsuit for sexually assaulting and raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000. Disney's animated adventure Moana 2 remains the de facto choice of the moviegoers for the second week. Moana has crossed $600 million globally. Amazon Prime Video released the teaser of The Wheel of the Time Season 3. The series will return to television on March 13 next year. Taylor Swift took the stage in the Canada's Vancouver on Sunday for the final show of her record-breaking Eras tour. American actress Jessica Chastain was honored at the 38th Annual American Cinema Tech Awards at the Beverly Hilton. Allu Arjun's Pushpa 2 continues its glorious run at the global box office with record 754 crores rupees opening. Nadia Dwala Entertainment has unveiled new poster of Baghi 4. The fourth installment will hit the floor on 5th September 2025. Bollywood star Ranbir Kapoor and American actress Olivia Wilde walked the red carpet on day 5 of the Red Sea International Film Festival, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Indian movie Maharaja has collected a total of 20 crore rupees in China. After losing Adelaide Test, Indian skipper Rohit Sharma admitted that Australia completely outplayed them in the second test, adding that Indian side failed to grab crucial opportunities. Australian pacer Josh Hazlewood tests his fitness with 2 full bowling spells at Adelaide Oval. The outcome will determine his participation in the third test against India. Reports say Indian pacer Mohammad Shami could join India's squad before fourth test in Melbourne. Rohit Sharma has said the door is very much open for Shami. Defending champion Bangladesh defeated India by 59 runs in the final of the ACC Under-19 Men's Asia Cup final in Dubai on Sunday. India batter Richa Ghosh admitted that the team made mistakes, especially in the fielding, after 122 runs defeat to Australia in the second women's ODI. Indian teenage challenger D. Gukesh looks to continue his dominance against Ding Liren in 12th game of the World Chess Championship 2024. In hockey, India secured a dominant 13-1 victory over Bangladesh in the Women's Junior Asia Cup in Muscat on Sunday. The Indian junior women's hockey team will take on Malaysia in the second match of the Women's Asia Cup tournament on Monday. India overcame Singapore with a commanding 35-22 win on Sunday at the Asian Women's Handball Championship 2024 in New Delhi. Will face China on Tuesday in the 5th or 6th place playoff match. Cole Palmer scored twice from the penalty spot as Chelsea beat Tottenham Hotspur 4-3 away in a London derby in Premier League 2024-25. Arsenal held to a 1-1 draw by London rival Fulham on Sunday at Craven Cottage in Premier League 2024-25. Former Manchester United and Portugal winger Nani announced his retirement from professional football at the age of 38. Premier League club Manchester United said that Dan Ashworth has left his role as the sporting director after 5 months in the job by mutual agreement. Copa Libertadores champion Botafogo beat Sao Paulo 2-1 to win its first Brazilian league title since 1995. Lewis Hamilton ended his glorious 12-year spell at Mercedes with cheers and tears on Sunday after finishing a rousing fourth from starting 16th in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Alright, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.